I'm a cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk up and off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks will have to be careful in today's game as each defense ranks in the top 10 in interceptions. It's the Cowboys going up against the Packers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry now. This is Lacey. A gain of 3, second down. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
On second down, Lacey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby, is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Goff now to throw. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Hill. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Hill. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 10. Goff again. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Third down now following the run. Manning going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
All right, here we go.
They begin the drive with Lacey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Set. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. First and 10. Here's Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 48 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. Into the red zone now. Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On second down, Hill. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. On third down. Here's Hill. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jeremy Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Goff now on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion.
Back there. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, back 39, Philly.
One back is Lacey. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it third down and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They send Thomas out to the right by himself.
Leopard.
Throwing on third. Goff. And incomplete here on third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Take it in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. Muscles him off. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama was weight. And it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't he?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh boy, is he a heck of a runner.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Ertz has it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Goff. And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They send Thomas out to the right by himself.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Manning now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Benny Logan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it. Weren't daunted at all.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Manning again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Alone to the right is Jones. Again, it's Manning. They set up the screen to Hill. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass.
And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And Daniels has it left side. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with Hill. A solid stiff arm. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be 1st down Cowboys.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill, a very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action, now Manning. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, here's Lacey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. 1 back is Lacey. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Here's Goff. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone now, Goff. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Hill, the lone setback. Manning now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
On the return, this is Denard Robinson. Shreds the tackle. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the eye. On first down, gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, though. Good man coverage, which isn't easy these days. These wide receivers in the NFL, so talented.
Brandon, I remember the days when the defensive backs were considered the best athletes on the field. I'm not so sure that's the case now. These wide receivers, they can do it all. Go over the top, go past you, and out-muscle you.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Goff now to throw. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10. Goff again. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go. Here we go now.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Jeffrey with a catch left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time running out here on the play clock. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
This is Hill. And some room to work. 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. They run with Woodhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Danny Woodhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ten yards to go on 3rd. 1 back is Lacey. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And, Demaryius Thomas. What a catch there. Touchdown, Packers. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Goff looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information. I started stealing from page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.
So for Dallas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week